Big what? I rap better than you. Hey, how's your weekend, guys? Holy shit.
I can't help it. The funk's in my DNA. Straight shots getting drunk off of E&J. Steadily rolling this
Take a
funk
look
in
at my
the
notes.
Chevrolet. Either way, it could be the blunt or could be the J. My crew is always on the hunt for the DNA. Your crew is nothing but some punks always being gay. This beat so damn funk that your speaker may jump up and down and connect like a modem. MCs is all of my nuts like my scrotum. Writing my lyrics and trying to claim like they wrote them. Right, I water them down and sugarcoat them. They might as well quote them. Give a reference and footnote them with the website so motherfuckers can download them. Make flyers for my shows and promote them for free. Write books and devote them to me. It's safe to say that I rap better than you. Well, it's safe to say that.
Cut the music. Cut it. Jerry. All right, there we go. Welcome again. So yeah, how's it going? Tonight I just wanted to catch you guys up on what's been happening over the last weekend. I know I promised a really big show there on I think it was Friday. We had a guest all set up and everything, so I'm going to go into a little bit about that. And also I'm going to go into a little bit about what's going on with my close personal friends right now. Also later on, some people are stressed from the plandemic, but I feel a little bit more stressed, so I'm going to go a little bit into that, despite not having to deal with most of the bullshit. Also, ghost hunting for Halloween. We're going to talk about that later on. And looking forward to Christmas, as well as a funny story that happened to me the other day. I'm going to call this story Scooter Bike. And it did not end well for me. And it has a great ending, too, to it. So, yeah, sit back, roll one up, and let's talk a little bit of shit there, folks. This is water. The lawyers told me I have to say that. So, yeah, on Friday, we had a great interview set up for you guys. It was with an upcoming author. He goes by the alias of, what was his name again? It was like, I think it was Sam Fisher, but that's not his real name. That's just his alias. And anyways, basically what happened is I ended up ditching Steve, which is the new co-host everybody seems to love and adore. He seems to be upstaging me just a little bit, more ways than one. And yeah, basically, I'm gonna try to explain how I felt at the time, how I've been thinking about it, and how I feel now. He probably won't watch this. I don't think he watches most of the videos I put up, but hopefully, maybe he'll take a peek at it. Anyways, basically that day, we talked before that, the day before, and it was like he said something about he might have mentioned setting up the cameras and everything, setting up the stream at 6:30, right? And he's like, we'll start at 8. And then anyways, I woke up late, I always do, and I was slow getting all the shit that I needed to do done. And then it was about 8 o'clock, and I still wasn't ready, or it was about like 10 to 8, and I was like, I'm not gonna be ready for 8 o'clock, Tell them like 8:30 for sure, we'll be ready to go. And yeah, anyways, I was a bit slow, and then I think I called him around 8:25, like right when we were supposed to start. So even if we did end up doing it, it probably would have been pretty shitty because I was trying to watch some of Sam Fisher's new videos. I hate calling him Sam Fisher, but that's what I got to call him for now. I know that's not his real name. And I didn't even get to do that. I watched maybe like one half of one of the videos, and then it was time to start. And I was trying to tell him, give me a bit more time. Anyway, I called him. He's like, oh, we already started recording. Haha, I didn't want to keep him waiting. I was like, dude, you told me like 8 o'clock. I told you 8:30, I'm a half an hour late. It's not that big of a deal. He's like, oh, I told you 6. Anyway, long story short, I don't know, something kind of went off in my head, and, obviously I was being pretty childish, but basically how I felt was like someone was trying to like, boss me around and take over my fucking idea. And that sounds pretty stupid, but, and being pushy, I felt like I was kind of being pushed around a little bit. But you know what really was happening was someone getting behind, you know, my good idea, my dream, showing that they believe in that shit. And you know, I watched a couple of videos on leadership, and one of them was which is something I'm interested in, and one of them was like, you know, leadership is about, it's not about having followers, it's about turning your followers into leaders. That's what true leadership is. So you know, I can't be angry that somebody took the initiative to be fair, I contacted the guest, but he talked with the guest all week. He had a few phone calls with him, said he seemed great. And yeah, you know, I really just dropped the fucking ball. But yeah, man, I mean, I've got 100 comments coming up. I'm not going to read those right now. But to the people who are watching there at home, if you want to join up at the end of the show, we're only going to be going for like 20 minutes tonight, and talk to me for 10 minutes. I'd really love to hear from some of you guys. You guys are wacky, you guys are great, you guys are fun, but you know, something a little different tonight. And we'll be doing news, politics, conspiracy theory chat this Wednesday. We're going to try to go a little earlier than 11. Probably try to shoot for around 6 p.m. We'll try to make that the new time. But yeah, anyways, back to what the hell I was talking about. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I kind of trailed off there and shit, but you know, I can't be upset that someone took the initiative to go ahead and do a bunch more work than me. I mean, the last show about cloning, we got 145 views, and Steve did most of the work for that. And I was just kind of like this. I just kind of like the sidekick in that situation. So you know, what I was really feeling is me not pulling my own fucking weight, and let me tell you, it's a heavy feeling to feel. So, you know, I just want to reiterate and close off this subject by saying, you know, I don't need a co-host. I don't need someone to help me. I don't need someone to fucking be around. And I might get a little bit, you know, I don't even want to say jealous, but almost that, like, you know, thinking someone's better than you at what you want to do most. Yeah. Anyways, but I do think it makes things a lot more fun. I had a lot more fun doing it with somebody. I mean, you know, just like, you know, dirty things. I mean, have you ever watched Batman, an episode of Batman or a Batman movie, and they don't have Robin? You know, it's just not as good. You ever watch Craig Ferguson? I've been watching a lot of the Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson. You can see every episode for free on YouTube. Check it out. It's in the archives. And he's got this skeleton named Jeff Peterson, spelled with a G. And you know, it's not as good without the skeleton. He only got the skeleton in 2011. I think he was on the air for at least like, you know, 15 years. I don't want to say 20, but yeah, it got way better after that. And yeah, so you know, I mean, it's just not the same when you don't have someone alongside. So, anyways, you know, hopefully he'll come back to the show. I'm supposed to give him a call. I think he messaged me today. But yeah, I've just had the yips recently. Like I've been wanting to do a few videos since then. I've got a bunch of material prepared, but for you that don't know, the yips in show business means you have your talent, though I don't really think of it as a talent. You have your talent that you can do, but you know, for some reason you can't do it. It's usually some kind of stress or something. And I just need to get this shit off my chest because, you know, I feel real bad about it. I haven't even taken an ear beating. He sent me a bunch of audio messages. Steve did. I'm like, I'm not listening to that shit. That's gonna fucking bring me down. But anyway, we'll reiterate with that. We'll get back to you with that later. We'll let you know if he how he's feeling about everything. But shout out to Steve. He really added a lot more than I ever did to this show, and he's making me realize I gotta start doing this more. So from now on, I'm gonna try and at least do one video every 2 days, but probably one video every day because I come up with a video idea every fucking day. I write it down, then I don't do anything with it. So, you know, you guys who've been watching since the beginning probably know I talk a lot of shit, but I don't really follow through with a lot of it. Especially that. Remember last Halloween? I'm going to make a zombie movie, guys. I'm going to make a zombie movie. Holy fuck. Anyways. So, yeah, next subject. I have a friend right now. I'm not going to say his name. But I have a friend right now who's couch surfing. And he's having a bit of a hard time. Like, you know, you can imagine with all this mask and bullshit going on. Thankfully, he's in a house where they're not crazy about it. They don't make him wear a mask to and from the bathroom, or when they all chill, they all smoke together. So it's not like you're not living with any crazy people. But you know, I mean, he's trying to get a permanent place, you know, where he can actually set up and, you know, be happy, be stable. He's got his girlfriend with him, so they're going to try and get a place together. But it makes me think about a lot about when I had nothing, you know. I was homeless for about you know, like 2 or 3 years on and off, basically couch surfing, not really homeless. I was homeless for one summer and I slept in the forest and I got stabbed in the back. But that's a story for another day. I could show you guys the scar at some point. But yeah, sorry for the dead air for a second. And you know, it makes me think I really need to get the hell out of Ottawa and get my own tiny place somewhere, like renting to own or whatever. You know, I mean, what the hell am I paying rent for? I pay $1,000 every month. That's about, oh, it's like 1,100. So it's probably about like, you know, 12,000 a year. If I was to put that money down on a place, I could already have a tiny little piece of shit acreage, 1 acre somewhere, and like a $500 trailer. Yes, they do exist. You got to get them towed in, so it'd probably be about like 250, 300 just to get the fucker towed in. Can't imagine the gas in there. But yeah, man, it just really makes me think about where I'm going. You know, I'm thinking about starting, you know, doing like door-to-door shoveling or something like that. But really thinking about next summer, me and my friend Mike, L. Michael Grew, Man of the Shadows, probably going to. He was on the first couple shows there. Going to try and get him on again this winter. He's cleaning out his garage. Anyway, we're probably going to be starting a business, and I advise you guys to do the same. Working for somebody else. No offense to all you guys who work, because I'm lucky if I get 5 days of work a month. But no offense to all you guys that work, but I mean, working for somebody else for $15 an hour when you know you're making them a fucking shit ton of money, I just can't do it anymore. And it's not only that; it's just like I'm 26 right now. I worked minimum wage for just under 3 years, you know, and I just can't do it anymore. You know, I'll work with my cousin or something like that, but I can't work for anybody else. You know, if I'm not friends with that person, you know, I can't take orders from me. And I'm not like, you know, Steve wasn't bossing me around. He's trying to get the shit going. I'm a lazy fuck. That's why I barely put out any material and I talk so much gab. But you know, it's just for me. As soon as I've got this thing in my head, as soon as I feel like somebody's trying to be my boss, it really bothers me. You know, it just stresses me the fuck out. Or if I think anybody expects something from me, it stresses me the fuck out. You know, like if you guys are still watching there, the two guys there, they want me to call this guy Prick Rob. At first, I was like, yeah, man, this is great. Prank call him, and then like every time they come on, they're like, yo, prank call him, yo, prank call him, you prank him. I'm like, they're gonna get the fucking RCMP kicking in my door for prank calls. This is a $500 fine for prank calling. Without written permission, by the way, because you could prank call people. You ever seen Just for Laughs gags? They fucking pull guns out on people on that show. They dress up as cops and impersonate cops on Just for Laughs gags. Normally very illegal, but if you get it's filmed in Quebec, by the way. No problem. You give $1,000. All right, no problem. Here is your certificate. You can dress up like. In fact, we will get you a uniform, my friend. You stay there, my friend. This is handsome money. I like Jacques Laurier on my money. Here you go, my friend. Here is a uniform. You go. You have fun. And you show us. Before I fuck up that accent and turn it to Mexican. You know, it's only illegal unless you get permission by the cops. So, yeah, and same thing with like a lot of like prank shows and stuff. You can't do it unless you get permission. So strange though that they do dress up as cops all the time. I'd be surprised if they never got attacked on that show. But yeah, man. So the next topic, what are we at? 14 fucking minutes. Not too bad. Not too fucking bad. We'll see if anybody wants to join. I'll put a link in there at the end. And if you want to come on and talk to me, man, I'd really encourage it. You know, don't be scared. You might get max. You might get 50 people seeing your face. So don't be scared. Come on. It's like an open mic. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Come on. I got to start doing these earlier, though. I realize that people are watching us at 11:19, don't live alone like myself, so they can't make as much noise as they want to. So, yeah, a lot of people are stressed from the, I like to call it plandemic. I refuse to call it the official thing. And, you know, I feel for a lot of people, and this is basically targeted at my regular audience since we talk a lot of alternative news / conspiracy theories and conspiracy fact here on the show. I feel like, you know, people are stressed from having to stay inside, having to wear a fucking piece of dirty old plastic on your face all the time, which, by the way, I'm proud to say I have yet to do. I plan never to do it. I have a medical exemption. I have asthma, so I'm not going to fucking wear one. And I haven't yet, and I don't plan on it. But that being said, I don't do all my shopping. My mom does it for me. So yesterday I told that to some people while we were smoking a joint, and they're like, "Oh, mama's boy." I'm like, "Yeah, but you're jealous. You are jealous. Imagine not having to stand and in line and watch everybody scared and acting like chickens. I mean, sorry, not chickens, just a propagandized population. To be fair, that's what we should be calling them. We shouldn't call them chickens. But anyway, so I feel people who really know what's going on, who are in the conspiracy community. It's a little bit worse for us because we know what's really going on, man. We know that the statistics are wildly, it's like they're saying that their own data says that 0.6, and I'm not going to get political. That's not what this show right now is about. But it's like they say 0.6% of people who get it who died. Do you know how many people get hospitalized, which was the big thing about this? It's like barely any. I don't even have the statistic because it's so fucking low. But of those people that died, they're all like over the age of 85 or they had health problems, right? Okay, so all I'm trying to say is the stuff that they're cracking down on is really scary. Like, hey, I'll give you a real quick example. I have a neighbor next door. Last year, they were fucking partying every day of the week. Eventually, I had enough. I didn't go over while there's people there because there's a bunch of people drinking and having fun. Now, my neighbor is not going to smack me for coming over there. He told me, he's like, no problem. Just come and let me know if we're making too much noise. But if you got 30 people there fucking drinking, drunk as hell, someone's going to fucking be like, oh, yeah, bitch, you want to tell me to be quiet? I'm coming to get you, man. So I've seen enough cowboy movies. I know what the fuck happens when you walk into the saloon and tell people to shut the fuck up. Doesn't end well. Okay, so real quick example. The cops finally came at 3:30 in the morning. Last year I called I waited 3 days. And then, I fucking finally tried to complain. I called the bylaw. The bylaw never fucking called me back. I didn't call the police because it's not a police matter in Ottawa. It's a bylaw matter. And I'm not a bitch. But anyways, eventually the cops randomly showed up. And I doubt that they would have done that if it wasn't for this fucking shit going around. So I'm just going to, I could call till the fucking phone falls off the hook normally for a noise complaint. Which, by the way, that's why I'm not stretching it too long because it is past the noise time right now. And I could go to midnight if I really want to, but anyways, and fucking they're just going over there because there's a bunch of people over there. They don't give a fuck about the noise complaint. They don't give a shit. I'm sure that my neighbor, whoever called about the noise, but they don't give a shit. The police didn't. Showed up with their little pretty fucking navy blue masks, looking like fucking crazy folks. But anyways, let's see. So yeah, if you didn't already see it, if you live in Canada, I know a lot of the people who watch this are American. Those damn Yanks. But there's a video that came out of of a member of Parliament. I don't exactly remember his name right now. I'll try to remember real quick. No, I can't fucking remember it. Hillier, something Hillier. So if you just type in Hillier Parliament, you probably find it. If you really want to see it, Jason Burmis, just type in Jason Burmis, go to his YouTube channel, and it says, this Canadian policy dodge should frighten everyone or should alarm everyone. You'll see it. It's like the last 3 days he put it up. And basically, excuse me. Oh, got my trash can there. My spattoon, as it were. The MP was questioning the federal liberal government about detainment camps, word for word. He's like, how many of these detainment camps will be built? What will be people will be put in these detainment camps for? And, should the people of Canada prepare to be locked in these camps? Or should prepare for martial law, something like that. And I showed it to my friend Nathan the other day, and he's like, what the fuck? So he was pretty shocked. He had to watch it twice because he didn't really believe what the hell he was hearing. Let me take a sip of water. And yeah, so I actually am reading if you don't know, I'm reading something off the screen right now. It's not all scripted, but a little bit of it is. Anyway, he was questioning about the detainment camps, And, it's really becoming apparent that, our way of life, going to the movie theaters, going out with friends, going to eat a meal without giving your fucking address and email. Come on. We used to make a big deal about giving out our phone number to people or giving out our email to people or like just them having any information, our address. Now they want your address. And you know why they want your address when you sit down? Give them a fake one, by the way. You know why they want your address and your email and all this stuff? So that if someone comes there and they test positive for a virus that has not been isolated. So I'm not saying that nobody has gotten sick and nobody has died of a flu-like symptom, which happens every year. But technically the number and fucking, they say COVID 19, that's never been isolated. So technically it's not actually a thing. It's just the year. It's just the fucking year. What does it stand for, by the way? Certificate of Vaccination Identification, supposedly, is what it stands for. Hey, if you think it stands for something different, hit me up in the comments. Let me know. Tell me how stupid I am. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is it's becoming apparent that our way of life is fast evaporating. And I'm pretty sure, being unwilling to take a shot or the vaccination, which has been shown to cause side effects in 80% of the people, and some of them were even hospitalized, or me speaking out loudly like I do on this channel all the time, even being a little bit anti-vax, and, to my handful of subscribers, I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. It doesn't matter. Doing both of those things, saying I've never worn a mask, I'll be the first one on the bus to Auschwitz 2.0. So, like, I know it sounds stupid, but real quick, here's a quick story before I move on to the last topic. Two more topics. Right when the shit all happened, it was right after the shooting that happened, and my crazy conspiracy theory mind, other people are starting to think this, that the Nova Scotia shooting was an inside job by the RCMP, and you can Google that shit. Other people have that theory too now. I had that theory right when I saw it. I'm saying that straight out. A lot of the times I'm a follower on these conspiracy theories at first, and nobody has the theory I have. I think that they shot them because it was a house party. They showed up. You guys have heard this before. And they knew they had firearms on the premises. It was like a family get together. They're like, everyone here's going to jail right now. You're all going to jail. And they're like, close the door, slam the door in the face. They get on the megaphone, come on, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, they kick down the door. Eventually, these fucking crazy cops think they see a gun. They start shooting people. They had to lock it down, and it took them 16 hours supposedly for the shooter to kill everybody. And the cops couldn't stop him, and he stopped houses from being burnt down. So what really might have happened? People ran to their homes. They got burned down. So I told you I'm not going to get into conspiracy right now. But when this all started, right after the Nova Scotia shooting, right next door, I seen a bunch of cops. Nobody's probably watching anywhere. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I need to talk, motherfuckers. I can't afford therapy. There it is. I can't afford therapy. I see next door, there's cops looking in the back, looking in the front, and like, I live in the hood. So normally I'd be like, oh, looks like they're doing some kind of domestic fucking situation. They're looking for somebody. But no, there's cops at the front, cops at the back. There was a cop in the street with his lights on for like 3-4 hours, the middle of the fucking night. It must have been like 2 in the morning, 2:30 in the morning on a weekend or some shit. And fucking, yeah, oh no, it wasn't even that late. In my mind, I was getting real stoned and shit. I don't know if I was drinking back then. No, I don't even think I had a drink that night. No, because this was this year. I barely drank this year. And in my mind, I'm like, yo, they're doing house checks, man. They're going to start rounding people up. I'm so dumb. Because I seen the cop. He was looking house to house. It wasn't just the one house. They were going like looking with their flashlight. I guess they were looking to see if the guy was chilling in somebody else's house. Who knows? I don't really know. They're probably just looking for somebody causing chaos or some asshole being a prick, or maybe there's an assault. I still don't know what the fuck happened. But they were there for a long time, and I felt really uncomfortable. They had their guns drawn, I think, too. So I was tripped out. Anyway, I got all my shit on. I ran the fuck out. I ran, and I got a pizza, because I was getting the pizza. I go at closing time to get a pizza. Usually if I go at closing time here at Little Caesars, then they give me all the pizza. They have like 5 or 6 pizzas for $5, or sorry, $6.99. The walk-in special, Little Caesars. Hey, you guys hit me up. I want a sponsorship. I'll take free pizza coupons. But yeah, anyway, I grabbed the pizza. You know, if you're gonna run from the Nazis rounding people up, you might as well grab a pizza. No shit. I was actually thinking I was gonna be rounded up. Anyways, I got the pizza because they've been talking about these camps for a long time, eh? They said they were building field hospitals. You look at the field hospital, it's got a fence around it, like what? Anyways, I took my pizza. I ran to my mom's. I told her about it. We talked for like 3 hours. We had a fire. We were talking, you know. And then she drove me back, and the cops were gone. I was like, huh, I guess I was going crazy. I expected to come in and see my place like ransacked or some shit, you know, crazy me. So I feel like to reiterate this whole thing, I feel like people who know what's really going on, this is a lot more stressful for us because not only are we locked in our houses, which is not really the case here in Canada, like we don't have to wear a mask on the street, but you know, if you see the shooting, if you see that stuff happening, if you see every, you know, we were told flatten the fucking curve. You think that? Go look at the curve, folks. Go look at the fucking curve. They'll even show you the curve. It's been fucking straight for a long time. Oh, record number of cases. How many people are hospitalized? Almost none. Okay. No. Show me the fucking overwhelmed hospital rooms. They don't do it. They won't do it. They can't do it. In fact, I have not seen that, but I've seen people going into hospitals with their phones and showing it's fucking empty. So, you know, I mean, you know, think what you want, guys. It's totally up to you. I'm not here to tell you what to think. I'm here to change your minds. Okay. So yeah, and that's that. And I'm sure you guys feel the same. So wrapping it up here in a minute. Oh, he's got corona. Fuck, I'll tell you this story real quick. This is more fun to lighten the mood a little bit. What are we at? 26 minutes? Grand. We'll try to end off at like 35. So yeah, I was with my friend the other day, and he said I could borrow his electric scooter. So I took it, and he told me to start off. He's like, you got to get out to a 3-kilometer start before the thrust will work. So I was like, okay. So I took it. I did it. I'm like, wee. I was having a great time. I got about halfway. I was still on a back residential street, thank God, when I fell. But I was going along, and there was a car pulling out of the driveway at a house. And I'm a cautious driver. I was making eye contact with the driver like you're supposed to do, and I missed a fucking pothole. Well, this is like a little scooter. It's like a tiny little. It's not like a big scooter you sit on and shit. That would have been fine. Those can handle. Those eat potholes like fucking I eat donuts. Chop them. But yeah, I went over the thing and I fucking fell. I scratched up my knee here. I smacked my shoulder. And I got up and I was like, okay, well, I'm fine. My pants are a bit wet from a fucking I landed right in a puddle. But my pants, just my pant leg, my bottom of my pant leg. And I got up and I'm like, I pushed the button. Totally stupid, eh? Push the button. I'm like, oh, fuck. The motor's not working. Clicking it. Now, I thought I'd try to get on it and ride it again, but I probably just sat on it for a second and pushed it. In my mind, I was thinking, I know you've got to kick it to start. But anyways, so so I took it. I hid it behind a school near me. I hid it like behind a trash can. And then I fucking started jogging. I jogged to my mom's. And I got there. She wasn't there. I was like, okay, what the fuck? Because I was supposed to meet her to get some stuff from her. And anyways, I ended up climbing the fence to try and like tap on her window, but her dog wasn't barking. Usually when I show up, her dog's barking. And yeah, no one was there, I guess. She told me later she was sleeping in the room because I heard a dog barking, but I assumed it was like a neighbor's dog. I guess the dog was in the room with her. So I probably could have got her to come down, but I was figuring she was gone. And yeah, so long story short, I took a bike from her backyard. She already knows. And, she has a locked fence. I put it over the thing. I climbed over. I could barely get over. I almost like ripped off my nutsack climbing off of there. And then I'm taking that. This is going somewhere. I took my bike home and I was pedaling. I was like, holy fuck, like this. I can see why she didn't want me to take it. I thought it was the brakes or something, but it was hard to pedal. But most of the way was downhill, so I didn't really notice. I had to stop at one of the hills over the bridge, go over the bridge, and then fucking ride down it. But man, the last like 10, 20 feet, ironically, right before the place where I ditched the scooter, I was like, fuck it, I'll see if my friend wants to come and get the scooter with me. It's not that far. And I'll like smoke a joint with him. So I didn't even grab the scooter. I'm a fucking dummy. I didn't know that you could actually ride the scooter without the thing even working, because he told me that after. And I was basically almost home. I was like 2 minutes from home, and I'm like, fuck, I cannot bike this thing anymore. It's too much for fucking work. So I seen another bike up against a tree. I'm like, there's no way that thing is locked up. I go, it's a black BMX, no handles, and I get on it. And compared to that other one, because I stopped, I tried to kick it. I tried to kick my mom's bike to make it work better. And I think I fucked it up even worse. That's probably what happened. Don't tell her. And some of you can. Don't be telling her. I'm not kidding. Don't be telling her. Don't be she won't give a fuck. She already told me it was broken, so but don't be telling her. And yeah, fucking I grabbed that bike. It wasn't chained up. I'm like, yes, this is great luck. I took it about like 300 meters, just like over the curb. I'm like, this fucking sucks, because the tires were popped. Good bike and everything, but the tires were popped. No, it's one gear, so it was fine. And yeah, I went through. So I got there, and I told Nathan afterwards. I was like, fuck, man, I went through 3 vehicles trying to get here and there and back. I dumped the scooter, I got a bike, I got another bike, and I decided to just walk. I just fucking ended up getting off. I'm like, what the fuck am I pedaling this stupid thing? It's impossible. And I'm a fast jogger, too. I used to jog 16K a day. I don't do that anymore, though. I should probably start doing it again. I'm getting a little bit of chub on me here. I actually got some Halloween chocolates. Well, I got one left, actually. 2 left. A Wonder Bar and a Crisper. But Halloween's coming, folks. By the way, I'm going to mention we're doing a Halloween special here. We're going to be drinking beers. We're going to be smoking. We're going to be probably looking up some scary shit, some spooky shit. And yeah, we'll probably tell some funky stories of experiences that we've had. I've seen aliens. I've seen fucking ghosts and shit like that. Well, like one ghost. I've had weird experiences, though. We're going to go into all that shit. I think I'm telepathic. We're going to go into all that shit on the Halloween special. And it's going to be hilarious because Nathan's going to be there to make fun of me and call me fucking crazy. So when I'm locked in a fucking insane asylum, that'll probably be the reason. We're going to go into paranormal experiences. Yes. So 2 more things before we end off. We're at 32 minutes here. Ghost hunting with a girl coming soon to your favorite YouTube channel. 100% Canadian, MapleStir-Up. But, oh, I was supposed to go something like that. That was horrible. That was hack job. But yeah, I've been talking with one of my new friends, hopefully a little bit more than that. And we discovered that we both, like, you know, kind of into the paranormal, and she started talking about ghosts and stuff like that, and wanting to go and go to haunted or supposedly haunted places, maybe abandoned places. I know of 2 that I was telling her. Unfortunately, they're both knocked down houses, so I don't know if we'll actually go, but they are actually like super duper freaky. I'm not even going to go into the story because it'll make the show way too long. Oh, but I will at some. I'm saving that for Halloween. Am I even paying attention to my own fucking mouth right now? But yeah, so we're probably gonna get on that. I seen like an EMF meter is only like $50. You can get crazy ones for $70. I'm sure we get deals on that shit though. And not getting a Ouija board. That shit's fucked up. I would never touch one of those things. In fact, I think they should be illegal. And now I'm sounding like an idiot. What was I gonna say? And yeah, no, there was a thing that she mentioned called a ghost box or spirit box or some shit like that. You Google it for yourselves. And basically what that is, oh, sorry. I smoke a lot of joints here. Been smoking hash recently too. We'll talk to you about that soon too. But yeah, I'm going to see if I get a sponsorship deal with this certain product. So we'll be talking about that soon. And I honestly recommend when I mention that sponsorship thing, you honestly should buy it. I am trying to make $1 off you, but at the same time, $35 to make as much hash as you want. I'll get into that on a different thing. It's a good deal. It's a good deal. Bubble bag dude. But not sponsored right now. So I'm not. If you try to fucking flag me, if you motherfuckers try to fucking flag me for that fucking what I just said, I will be pissed off. That's just advice to friends, okay? YouTube, don't be a dick, YouTube. Don't be a dick, man. All right, anyways, it's actually a girl in charge of YouTube right now, supposedly. Supposedly, that's what they say. You really think one person is running YouTube? Come on. It's a bunch of companies. They're like, don't talk about this. Don't talk about that. Oh, but anyways. Otherwise, I would make 50 cents. I got 63 subscribers now, man. I would have made 50 cents in this last year. So credits per milli, it's a fucked up system. So yeah, anyways, the spirit box is $500 though. So I don't think I can buy that thing. But basically, it lets you talk to ghosts. It filters through the channels on the radio and it uses bits and pieces of what other people are saying. I might have this wrong because I know this is actually one of them. And uses bits and pieces of what's being said to fucking say shit to you, and it's really fucking creepy. So yeah, we might do some kind of like a fucking GoFundMe or some shit for that. It's $500. We could probably find a cheaper one if we look around a bit. Maybe on Wish.com. Except we'll get it and it'll be haunted by the ghost of the Chinese person who died fucking making it. Whoa! Whoa! Communism is bad, folks. And if you laughed at that joke, you might be a racist. Okay, so jokes, folks. Jokes. So yeah, look for that coming soon. We'll probably do an episode of that at some point. Make it edited, do like a nice intro, and yeah, it'll be like a fucking TV show. Because, you know, I've wanted to do all kinds of fucking content. I started off Adventures with Alex. I got 7 views. That's why I didn't do it again. But, you know, I was probably lacking a bit. It was fucking fun, though. Just, I was digging through trash, trying to look for shit to build a boat that never got built. Don't get me started. It was horrible. I really want to build that boat. I've still got like 6 bottles fucking, or like 12 fucking water bottles strapped together outside on my fucking backyard here. I've got a backyard where I'm living. Oh shit, people are gonna try and smash me up now. And yeah, I don't live in an ivory tower. You'd be surprised. I don't live in a fucking castle. But yeah, anyways, so I've still got that out there. Maybe next summer we'll be taking the boat out for a spin. I had some chocolate before this, so I'm a little hyper right now. Anyway, so yeah, that's that. It should be pretty fun. Maybe we'll go to graveyards and shit, but we'll probably do that like once a month or something like that. So yeah, look out for that. And I'm really scared of ghosts, so I try to convince myself I don't believe in them for the most part, you know, but let's face it, I've got a few stories, so you know, I actually think also like other kind of creatures, like maybe like demonic shit's real too. Because I think when you're in the dream world, you're probably in a different universe and all that shit, like the ancient Aborigines think. And when you have a bad dream, oh, I had a great dream yesterday. Usually my dreams, they end up with like me being chased or something like that. Usually involves Corona. They're like, this bus is quarantined, everybody now. I swear that was a fucking dream I had. I was running in the snow and I was running up the hill. I'm like, this world sucks. I'm like, fuck, I give up. And I was just laying in the snow. And then I woke up and then fucking, but this dream I had last night, somebody's mouthing off to me in the dream. I'm like, oh, really? You want to fucking go? And I started fighting them. It was like a bar or some shit, which I don't usually go to bars. I was fighting them. I was getting beaten. Boom, boom. And I was fucking fighting back. And they're like, hold on there, partner. I don't want to fight. I just, you know, you offended me. I'm like, oh, shit. Well, you seem like a good guy. I swear to God. And I sat down with him. He was like an old guy with a mustache. He looked like the Monopoly man in real life. And yeah, we were fucking talking and shit. And I woke up after that. I'm like, what is the lesson of that dream? It's like something about, it's like it's better to fight than to just like be scared. It's like, yeah, even if you're worried about getting your teeth knocked in, you should still fucking do something about it, you know? Don't just fucking fall over and let people kick you around. But anyways, I'm sure we're at 0 viewers right now. So I'm gonna finish up with See, I've got something blocking the viewers and I've got something blocking the comments. So I can't see anything influencing what I'm doing right now. It's a good way to do shit. And I can just see the notes. So even if there's 0 people watching right now, 1 person might watch to the end and they'll see me doing like, hey, click here for a video, click here for another video, which I haven't looked at myself, but it's really nifty, you know, really nifty. And click here to subscribe. That's on my pecker. The button. So anyways, all shitty jokes aside, yeah, I'll finish off with holy fuck, Halloween's coming up, and they've already, I don't know this because I haven't been in a store in about 4 months, except for the gas station. Everybody goes to the gas station. They don't fucking say shit. I could go into stores. I just don't want to deal with it, man, because I want to scream at these people. Coronavirus is a lie. It's all lie, man. Look at the numbers, man. I'm mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take it anymore. That's from another movie. So laugh, God damn it! It's a reference. It's from The Corporation, a movie I have yet to watch. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Christmas. Drinks, food, good food, and hopefully good friends. I got my friend living down the road right now. He's renting a room. He was on the podcast yesterday, Nathan. So he and possibly he might have his girlfriend there too. I'm not sure. We're gonna be having like a little Halloween shindig. Just nothing crazy. Just like maybe like 2 or 3 beers each. Bunch of chocolate. We're gonna eat some chocolate, and yeah, like I said, we're gonna tell some scary stories and try to get ourselves committed to a hospital. But about Christmas, it's coming up soon, and we're probably gonna have a Christmas party or something. We'll probably make all kinds of Christmassy fucking videos and shit about the economy and how this Christmas is gonna be like maximum 5 people per household, or we will kick down your door and stick a thermometer in your fucking mouth. And so yeah, this is gonna be like fucking martial law Christmas. It's a martial law Christmas, and everyone is happy. Santa Claus can't come in, but he'll drop his presents down the chimney. Maybe you can throw the cookies out the door, out the door. It's gonna be fucked, people. The elves are all dead at the North Pole because of this virus. They all fucking died, man. We got Mrs. Claus on ventilator, man. It's all fucked up, man. No. Oh, I really wanted to start stand-up comedy this year. I was ready to do it. I've got like fucking probably like 45 fucking horrible jokes written down. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to ever do it now because I'm not getting a fucking vaccine. If you guys get vaccines, you're crazy, by the way. I'm just, public service announcement. If you get a fucking vaccine from these hobgoblins running the country and the economy right now into the fucking toilet in the hands of the Chinese, newsflash, people, shutdowns on the economy don't affect you if you're a communist country that runs on slave labor. They just feed people spam in a fucking can. They feed them spam in a can. If they get rice, they're like, holy shit, I got some fucking rice today. All right, so yeah, and this might not be popular with maybe some people that are watching, but it's something I wanted to do, and I'm mentioning it. Something spiritual that I want to do. I'm not a fan of drugs. I don't like drugs. I think hard drugs should remain illegal. A lot of people fucking think that we should legalize all drugs, man. I'll just make things easy, man. Look, I think there should be a different court if you get caught with a certain amount of drugs that's under the amount that's like trafficking and shit, or if you get caught with a big bag and it's like it's not all chopped up. You probably need mental health help. You probably need a rehab. You probably need my personal plan as prime minister, or even fucking what do they call that? Premier of Ontario. Fuck you, Doug Ford. Piece of chocolate melt there. Crispy Crunch. They should just give these addicts access to 2 ounces of weed a month. They have like a card. They can get 2 ounces. They can get half of it has to be edible though, because they take the dose that way that when they smoke, it's a lot stronger and they're not wasting their weed. And they have to test clean, and it'll be on a weekly basis. So I'm not saying they cut them off their medicine the first time it happens, but they'd have to if they fuck up a certain amount of times, then I don't know. I haven't thought it all the way through, but give them the weed, man. It'll help them out. Maybe there's different levels and they get bonuses and shit. Who knows? But if a country's growing weed for the GDP instead of drilling Mother Earth for oil, listen, I don't give a fuck if you think global warming is real or not. I'm starting to think it's fucking bullshit myself. I'm starting to think we're going towards an ice age. But pollution is very real. In fact, 45,000 people a year die of fucking pollution, and another 8,000 it's like indirectly. So it's like 50,000. You think Corona is fucking bad? We've been killing fucking 60,000 Canadians a year from pollution. So what? Yeah, it's pretty fucked. So yeah, anyway, what I'm trying to say is I'm going to do some magic mushrooms for Christmas. I don't like drugs, but for me, I don't like drinking that much. I'm probably going to drink this Christmas, but I don't like doing it all year long. And a lot of people have said, if you have post-traumatic stress disorder, which I'm pretty sure I do, that it really helps. Like if you take one session a month, or even if you just take one session after you're done having your trip or your experience or whatever, because I'm not going to take a bunch of it and I don't want to go psychotic, but you are a lot more able to deal with your stress and your trauma and shit like that. So, I really want to try that out. Obviously, I want to have some fun tripping on mushrooms and stuff. There's like 4 different varieties, but the mushrooms are from they're from ancient shamanic traditions. Look at me trying to justify my dirty drug use. They're from shamanic traditions and they have a place in history, in culture, whether it's the pagan religion and what do they call that? The pagan fucking tradition or whatever. Culture, that's the word I was looking for. It's also used a lot in Asia. So magic mushrooms are used in Asia, a lot in Asia, especially like with people who are like fucking, they're gonna die or whatever the fuck. I don't think I'm gonna die, but I'm gonna make it. They're gonna call me the fucking. It's gonna be Red Dawn up in here. When the Chinese march in, it's gonna be Red fucking Dawn. I ain't going down without a fight. You can't stop me, you bust ass weekend soldiers. You weak ass motherfuckers. You can't stop me. I'm invincible and shit. Ryder from San Andreas. So yeah, no, I'm gonna be doing that. Probably gonna be, if Steve will still talk to me, I'll probably be getting him some in a certain way. I'll probably just give him a gift card for the website you buy them off of. And I'm also gonna probably be giving some to my close personal friends here in studio. And we're gonna have a magic mushroom Christmas. And yeah, it's not gonna be like crazy or anything. We're not gonna be like falling down laughing. But it's just gonna be like a way to like connect like spiritually with the season, man. And like, you know, I personally, I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual, and people never ever talk about like it's like real quick. It's like Jesus and stuff. It's like who cares if I personally like to think Jesus wasn't like magical and shit. Maybe he was, but it's just like a guy. He did the right thing. He tried to teach people to share. It's like, oh, how did he make a fish and how did he make 2 fish and a loaf of bread feed a bunch of people? He invented sandwiches. Okay, so show some fucking respect. Jesus fucking Christ. He may not have died for our sins or whatever the fuck that weird cult shit is. That's like a human sacrifice, in my opinion. But he taught people to make fucking sandwiches. He didn't give you fish. He fucking taught you to go and fish for yourselves. So it's not like a big magical fuck. He healed the blind and all this shit. Maybe he was a medicine man. But all I'm trying to say is most of the shit that I've heard about it is like it's all just like common sense, like love each other. Don't be a fucking greedy person and not share stuff. Something in the Bible too that people like. There's a lot of weird shit in the Bible. I'm not gonna fucking lie. I don't think a lot of it's in Jesus' half of the Bible. It's usually in that weird prequel. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Anyways, who gives a shit? Oh, every 7 years, Jubilee, they forgive all debts. That's pretty crazy. And I'll say one last thing. This is what I like about people that I met are Muslim. In the store, a lot of the cashiers are Muslim, and like she's like, she's got her hijab. She's a pretty lady or whatever. She got her hijab on her head. It's a nice one too. It's like color, whatever, colored and pretty. And anyways, I didn't have enough money one time, and I was like fucking $2 short. I was like $3 or $4 short. Like I was like, oh crap, I gotta put some back. She's like, oh, don't worry about it. I was like, what? And now, why do I say, oh, because she's Muslim? Because I used to work, and you think I'm prejudiced. No, because I used to work with a bunch of Muslim people, and my old partner, who I worked with every day, was named Zara, and she had like nice ones. She had like flowery ones. Like it would be like, she had ones that looked like a dress that your grandma would wear. So, she had like style, you know what I mean? But she told me it's part of their religion that if they can help somebody with charity, or if they, if they see someone that needs their help, or if they're short of money or whatever, if they don't have enough money, they have to help them. Now, what can you tell me other religion that's like, we have to help people every 7 years, they forgive the debts? Because that's actually like, it's from the Old Testament and from their religion. So that's a shared thing. The Jewish religion, the first has the Old Testament of Christianity, and the fucking Torah are all the same thing. I think the Torah is a little different, but I don't know because I've never read it. But yeah, anyway, so that about does it for me. We're going to be doing some magic mushrooms this Christmas. We're going to be having a good time. Look out for a Halloween special, which will be on Halloween night. We'll be having a lot of fun. And yeah, we'll be fucking smoking joints and probably looking up some cool stuff on the internet too. Probably play some weird videos, maybe some prank videos. I'm going to be making a schedule. It's going to be professional type of late night talk show host show. We're going to have my guest Nathan here. We're going to have some drinks. We're going to have a pizza. It's going to be great. And we might even go around doing some crazy shit and film that too. but you know, that's a maybe. So anyway, real quick before we end off here, I'm going to see if anyone wants to jump on. We're probably at 0 watchers. I don't give a fuck. We're probably at 0 watchers right now, and we're 50 minutes in. So real quick, if you yourself want to pop on screen or even just share your audio and talk to me for a few minutes, we're going to give you a chance to do that. I'm guessing everyone's probably gone now, but let me see. Do I have to pee? Do I have to pee here? I do have to pee, so I'm guessing no one's going to watch it. And I'll say real quick before I take a look, and I'll read all the comments, then I'll go take a piss. I'm going to put the link in the description if you want to join in real quick and talk to me for 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes if you're interesting and not fucking a weirdo. Last time, some weird guy came on, and he's like, I'm not kidding. That's what he's doing. He's like, Solstice, I'm looking at you, bro. I don't know who it was. I think it was you, bro. But it probably wasn't you. I don't know who the fuck it was. It was some weird guy. It's like, just contribute. So anyways, yeah, I'll read the comments real quick, and then I'm going to go take a piss. If some people are still watching, it'll be a real brief piss. And if you want to join, you can. And if not, then I'll just say a few more things and we'll get the fuck out of here. All right? All right. So let's read the comments. Some guy called me a crackhead. Oh, great. Let's see. Oh, Q&A Holes podcast. What's up? Yeah, Mr. W here. So that's somebody we're supposed to do a swap cast with at some point. We still might do it. I don't know, but not if someone's gonna call me a asshole. No, I'm just gonna see. We'll see. We'll see what he says. So yeah, at 11:06, Mr. W here. Solstice XL says, "Hey," at 11:06. Hey, buddy, it's good to see you. You know, we'll see you on Wednesday. I hope, Solstice, for our live show. Well, maybe we can talk to you for once. I'm sure you're a beautiful individual. We'd love to see your face. Q&A Hole says LowPro sent me. He said at 11:10. Solstice XL at 11:10. Trump 2020. I hear you, buddy. I honestly, at this point, it's one of those fuckers, and I'd have to say it's better to have the evil you know than Biden, who's already proven himself a giant piece of crap, a racist, a fucking weapons dealer. I mean, this guy's a Chinese sympathizer. This guy's a real piece of it, folks. Oh my goodness, Biden, and he's senile to top it all off. If you want to see everyone's talking about the debates everywhere. Oh, I'm commenting on the debate. Listen, I won't waste my time on American politics. It doesn't involve me in its puppet show, but I will say, check out Ping Trip, PINGTR1P, Ping Trip, and he's got a really funny, like, it's like chopped up of the debate, and it makes them both look fucking crazy. It's great though. He mostly does like what do you call that? Fucking Joe Rogan Experience videos. He chops them up and shit. But yeah, it's great. Check it out. Q&A Hole says, where's Hunter? Or he might be dead. I'm not sure. I haven't been following that too much. Like I said, you know, I don't really pay attention too much on the politics there. So what does it say? Hashtag Hunter's laptop from Solstice XL at 11:11. Okay. So yeah, I'm not sure. See, I don't look into that stuff too much. I think both sides are probably controlled opposition. Anyone can think what they want, but I go with my gut feeling. So I'm not even gonna get into that right now. No, fuck that. Someone said crack tube. That's Q&A Holes. At 11:11. Maybe that wasn't pointed at me. Maybe it was. I don't know. I've never even done cocaine, so you know, I might look a little grimy, but anyways, you're gonna make me cry here, folks. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, fun. I am a pothead though. I smoke too much pot. What about Hunter's crack pipe? Would it be a good co-host? Oh wow, yeah, classy, bud, classy. All right, so read the chat, says Solstice. Q&A Holes says sell crack to Hunter. Big money making a job. See y'all later. I have to run. So I don't think we'll be doing that swabcast because I mean I've looked at some of that guy's videos, Q&A Holes, and basically all it is oh, celebrities are fucking pedophiles and all this fucking stuff. And it's like, what are you really doing to fucking help anybody to further the message? You're pointing at a bunch of people. No, not really any evidence. And I mean, sure, they're all probably fucking compromised. But I mean, I don't know. I looked at the guy's channel. It all seemed to be like about worshiping Trump. and fucking calling everybody pedos without any fucking evidence. I couldn't watch any of the videos. They were a little off color for me. They were right out of the gate. I think I seen something about fucking immigrants being a huge problem and all this shit. So not that I don't think there could be reforms, but I mean, it just this is another thing. It's like Steve's great and everything, but I don't really want to do a swap cast with, number one, obviously this settles it, because, you know, he's calling me a crackhead, and what does he have? Some fucking tiny little show 200 people watch, you know, whatever, go fuck yourself, buddy. But yeah, at least I don't look like a fucking pedophile, because I'll tell you, everybody on your channel looks like they fucking do some fucked up shit. So, you know, suck a big cock there, Q&A holes, get an original name, and yeah, I mean, try to actually do something, because in the next few days I'm gonna be cranking out the fucking videos here. I'm a little sick of this shit. Everybody thinks they know what the fuck is going on. I'm gonna be putting out some hard-hitting fucking videos, 10-minute, 50-minute hitter and quitters. And I know all you motherfuckers that if you actually watch to this point, enjoy it and shit. But I mean, man, I'm fucking sick of this shit. We've got 63 subscribers. I've been doing this for almost 2 years. Fuck this shit. I'm going all out. I'm going all in. One person is watching, and to whoever the fuck that is, hey, I love you. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and join me, you can do it. I'm gonna go take a pee and then end off. But yeah, no, I just don't like people who are disrespectful. They have nothing really to add, and it's like I took one look at Q&A's fucking Q&A, whatever, these fucking jerk off, goofy motherfucking hillbilly hick motherfuckers worshiping Trump like he's some kind of a fucking hero. They're idiots. If you worship Trump, you're a fucking idiot. Steve, you can think what you want, but if you think Trump is doing anything to save anybody, listen, you're fucking crazy. Point to one thing. Oh, he's trying to nationalize the Fed. Have fun. Have fun. Oh, yeah, that's all you're doing. You're playing with yourself. You're teasing yourself. So, yeah, join me if you want. I'm going to go take a pee, and I'm going to read these last 2 comments. But, yeah, Steve, this is what I mean. Don't be scheduling podcasts with fucking random right-wingers. I'm not a right-winger. I'm definitely not a left-winger. But I don't like people who choose sides, especially not Trump. I mean, it's so silly. Like, the only thing I wanted to go on there and do is challenge some of their ideas, but I couldn't even bring myself to watch 3 minutes of the videos because they're that unentertaining. You know, I've got a sense of humor, whether it be bad or good. But so Solstice says, hello, don't forget to read the chat, man. I won't. Sorry, it wasn't one of those shows. Usually I like to read the comments as I go. It's an Animal House. I love it. But tonight I want to talk about myself, get some shit off my chest. Maybe someone will watch it. I doubt we'll get more than 15 views, but that's good. Because if you watched it, you're a minority. And everybody wants to be a fucking minority these days. So yeah, Solstice said don't forget to read the chats. And like I said, Wednesday I'm going live, whether or not we have Steve, whether or not I've got anything to say. We're going live. We're going to see what you motherfuckers have to say. And I'd like one of you, especially if you watch this long, to call in, or not call in, but put that fucking link that's in the browser and fucking join the show. What do you think this is? It's called Coast to Coast for a reason. It's called Call-In Show for a reason. Because you motherfuckers are supposed to call in. Now I'm going to go take a leak. If you're watching this in replay, this will probably be cut out unless someone actually wants to join. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'm going to take a piss. If I doubt anyone's going to join me. And yeah, I'm just going to smoke the rest of this joint here. And I've got some fun activities planned for tonight. Boy, I tell you what, I'll be smoking hash tomorrow, folks. I'll be smoking hash. So give me a second to take a pee in. If you want to join it, put the link in the thing there. And who knows, maybe I'll, do something interesting when I come back. I'm not sure though. But if you take off, I don't blame you. Thanks for watching. And the world's a paradise, man. We're living in the Garden of Eden. People are like, how can all these bad things happen if there's a God? If there's a God, how can all these bad things happen? Bad things happening are proof of no fucking higher power. It's like, man, you say that, but what have you done in your life? And I'm guilty too. What have I done in my life to stop anything evil that's going down? There's a saying, and a great man said it, whose name I don't know. Could be a woman. Who knows? They said, when you, what is it? When good men, so it's probably men, when good men see evil and watch and do nothing, it allows it to grow. Now I'm paraphrasing because I have piss. But yeah, we see bad shit going down all the time. What do we do about it? I haven't done anything about it. Protesting is just like voting. It's one of the two publicly acceptable forms of, or it's one of the forms of acceptable public masturbation. It doesn't get anything done. We're going to need to think about outside the ballot box if we ever want to change anything in the world. Right now, we've got people being treated for cancer with fucking radiation, fucking therapy, chemotherapy. I'm not going to get into it. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings and shit, but it's like, it's 2020. Weed's legal. Rob Stinson oil, which is concentrated cannabis oil, has been shown to shrink tumors. I mean, what else can I say? We've got 5G being put up. Nobody wants it. Everybody who hears about it, they want to rip it down. What else? Like, we've got fucking kids taking medications that are under the age of 15. So there's all kinds of stuff. The reason I started this show is I want to call attention to it. I want to stir people up. I want to get people talking about this shit. And, you know, when you hear about these things, I hope it does upset you, because it upsets me too, to think that we live in the best country in the world. And I'll say it again. We live in the best fucking country in the world. And we're not sticking up for it, man. It really hurts me. You know, and here's another saying. It's curious that physical courage in the world should be so prevalent, and moral courage should be so hard to find. So, you know, that's something I really believe. It's sad that no one sticks up. But hey, I'm just an idiot with a grade 8 education. But I think I could do a better job running this country than probably most of the people before me. So it doesn't look like anybody wants to join in the chats. I'm going to hop off. But I will say one more thing. Goddamn, people. Isn't it a beautiful life we live? I mean, if anything, this last year has really taught us. We used to live in a beautiful free country. We could do anything. We could start a business. We could actually try to make money. We don't have to work for people. We don't have to we didn't have to stay inside. We used to live in such a beautiful place. And, you know, it just goes to show, you know, when people let evil happen, this is what happens. When you ignore the Nazis overseas and you let them treat people like shit, when you, you know, eventually they'll come to these shores. When you ignore the Chinese labor going on, eventually they're going to come to these shores. And they're actually already here. I'm going to be doing an article about that. So I'm going to go ahead and clean my house. I'm going to go ahead and start planning for some new articles here. I've got a few. I've got one on Rob Ford again. I want to call attention to his wealth. He's got around $50 million. So it's pretty crazy. He's like, you know, coronavirus is not fair. All right there, buddy. Keep on oinking all the way to the bank. So we've got an article about that. We've got an article about, and it's like, I'm not going to be like, oh, I think that this is happening. I'm going to show you documents. I'm going to show you the video from Parliament that I mentioned. If you don't, go watch it with Jason Bermas. And yeah, we're going to go into the fact that there's possibly Chinese troops on our soil. And we've got coming up, as soon as I find a guest or if Steve comes back, we're going to be doing the 101 Canadian conspiracies. I've got a list that's already up to 21. And it's usually fun stuff. I'm trying to avoid all the negative shit. One of the conspiracies, just to give you a taste, is what are they putting in the Tim Hortons coffee? What are they putting? Everybody has coffee all the time. Like, there's got to be something else in here than, I don't know. So we're going to go into that. We're going to read about that. And it's going to be fun. So thank you very much for watching, especially people who stay to the end. Honestly, share this out with your friends. Click like. That always helps. And yeah, let people know, you know, this is a show where you are the guest. You can jump on. This is StreamYard. We can have 5 fucking people talking. So if you want to be part of the show, you can be part of the show. I don't want any more co-hosts though. If Steve is done, he's done. If Mike doesn't want to do any, you know, he's an acceptable co-host, even though he's like once a year. If Nathan wants to come, he's welcome anytime. But I've learned one thing is I need to fucking just do my own thing, keep to my vision, and not let anybody else's opinions influence what I do. Because the minute you start doing that, you're working for somebody else. Might as well go get a minimum wage job. Thank you, everybody. I love y'all. And yeah, join the show next time. Oh, and check out Wax. He's a great artist, man. Every song that Wax does is a fucking hit. Wax on Wax and EOM, or sorry, Wax and Herbal Tea on YouTube. And yeah, you motherfuckers is bad. Thanks for watching, eh? I really do appreciate it. And if you watch this and you don't smack like, you might as well just fly down here to Ontario and kick me right in the fucking